But I'm just assuming that it took you a little time coming off the injury to really get your feet underneath you. Is that fair to say, Michael?
Absolutely, yeah. I think I was a little aggressive with the rehab. Being a young player and someone who wanted to build on that all-star performance the year before, I just wanted to be back out there. I wanted to help the guys win. I wanted to be a part of it. So it did take a little time. I think it just took the reps. I didn't expect it to take 250 at-bats, but, I just had to go through some stuff. Sometimes you got to go through some failure to get to the point where, where things are working the right way. And like I said, the off season was big for me. I feel like I'm in better shape. I feel stronger, and I think this year is going to be a good one. So I'm excited.
Well, I know all Met fans are certainly hoping that that's the case. There's no doubt about it. Now, how about you like the facelift the team has made, the moves that Brodie Van Wagenen has made overall, Robbie Cano, Wilson Ramos, the different moves. Overall, your feeling on what Brodie's done here, Michael?
I'm excited. For me personally, I've always been a fan of Robbie. Just he's been in the league for so long. Just watching him swing, he's a lefty. He does a lot of the same things I do. So I can't wait to see how he works and talk to him, pick his brain. Obviously, I think we got the most dominant closer in the game.
Right.
At such a young age. And then just a bunch of other great dudes. Jed Lowry's been great so far. A few other veteran guys, with some experience in the clubhouse. And, we bolstered the pen. We obviously the starting staff is incredibly strong. The name of the game is just to stay healthy like it is every year. And that's something that the team has definitely invested in, so injuries have been our problem in the past. So that's going to be a big focus for us.
All right, Brandon Nimmo had a real breakout year last year. He was terrific. 400 on base percentage. I loved what I saw from Nimmo last year. How about him now going forward? Can we see even more progress from Nimmo this year?
Absolutely. That's what we're expecting. Nimmo's he's a guy who, when he learns something, he doesn't lose it. He's had that steady incline throughout his minor league career and his major league career. We've been able to see him control the zone. Then he starts hitting for power. He starts hitting doubles. He starts hitting home runs. And I think last year was a big year for him, just to gain that confidence, knowing that he's a player, an everyday player in this league. He's a guy that is going to be a huge piece of this team moving forward. And and to go along with it, it doesn't hurt to see him smiling every day and sprinting down the first base, and just bringing energy to this team. I think you always need a guy like that to bring energy every single day, and the guys feed off of it. So he's going to be big for us.
Talking to Michael Conforto with the Mets, of course, down in Port St. Lucie at spring training. All right, Jeff McNeil, loved what I saw from this kid last year. He was terrific. Gets his bat on the ball. It was half a season. He couldn't be more excited for what he did last year. But how about him making now the transition to the outfield? Because it looks like he's going to play a lot more in the outfield this year than he is in the infield. With the addition of Cano. How about him making that transition, Michael?
Yeah, well, that's Jeff, man. He's kind of a renaissance man. He's he's played in the outfield before. He's played all over. He's done everything he could to get up to the big leagues. He's been able to move around. So I think it speaks to his athleticism, and his mental strength. It doesn't bother him that he's getting moved around. All he wants is to help the team win, and it gives us depth in the outfield. Obviously he can give guys a blow in the infield as well. So it just makes his team deeper. Jeff's going to be, I expect the same stuff that he was doing last year. Slapping the ball all over the field, and he's got some pop too, and just incredible hand-eye from that guy. So Jeff's going to be another big piece for us.
Now, you're going to be playing mostly center field. Is that what you're going to be this year? Is that what they're telling you right now? You're going to be the center fielder every day?
I I don't know about center field. We talked a little bit about that. I think it's going to be more right field.
Okay.
Maybe a few games in center. I think that's the plan right now after talking to Mick. But I'll be prepared to play everywhere. Everywhere in the outfield. Just to make sure that God forbid anything happens. We're ready and we're solid wherever they need me.
Now, and what position would you prefer to play in the outfield?
I don't have a strong preference. I mean, I came up in the minor leagues only playing left field. I came through. That's probably where I have the most innings.
Mm-hmm.
But
right.
if I'm just speaking from where I have the most fun, center field. I think any outfielder will tell you. They love roaming around in center field, making diving plays, and kind of being the quarterback of the outfield. But it doesn't make a difference to me. Where I'm playing in the outfield. I just want to be in the lineup. Driving guys in and making plays out there anywhere I'm in the lineup.
You think we'll see Yoenis at all this year?
I really hope so. I don't know the details of where he's where he's at in his rehab. I think speaking from experience, I hope he is fully ready to come back when he does. I know he's working hard, but just having been through it, kind of aggressively attacking the rehab and getting after it. You just want to make sure that you're completely ready and so you don't have to go through that miserable half that I went through last year. So I think Yo's going to be prepared when he comes back. He'll be healthy, and he'll be ready to help the team.
Again, talking to Michael Conforto of the Mets down in spring training, you got to be excited with the pitching staff. I mean, the rotation, 1 through 4 is pretty darn good, probably as good as anybody's. All the different moves in the bullpen. Familia's back. You mentioned Diaz already. Wilson coming in as well. You got to be pretty excited about that pitching staff right now.
Absolutely. I mean, they kind of make our job easy out there in the outfield if they're on. You just kind of sit back and watch. But, I'm definitely excited. I've been able to watch these guys, for the last 3-4 years, just dominate up there. I'm happy that, seems that we've got a deeper lineup to give them some run support, a tough defense behind them, and, like you said, the pen to come in and shut it down when they leave the game. So, if everything goes right, we stay healthy, we should be in a good spot.
Now, Brody Van Wagenen has come in and is basically, he kind of put the pressure on you guys. He's basically saying that you guys are the team to beat right now in the National League East. Now, we still don't know what's going to happen, where Bryce Harper or Manny Machado may wind up, and they may wind up with the Phillies or, maybe even Harper goes back to Washington, whatever. So we don't even know what the division is going to totally look like at this point. But do you feel that you guys are the team to beat in the division?
Well, I think you got to take that mentality. No matter who you are, what team you are, you got to show up to win, or else it's going to be a bad season. So, I think we certainly have the tools. Brody is very confident. I think that inspires confidence in us. So I think it starts from the top, and I think it's a good sign. That Brody is very confident. Like I said, we have the guys. We've got everything we need to win. We just have to show up this spring, get better, improve upon the things that we're good at, things that we need to work on. And if we do all that and we stay healthy, we're going to be just fine. I think we're definitely in a good spot with all the new faces and the guys that we have now. So we're all very excited.
Any concerns about the situation with Jacob DeGrom and his contract situation? Is that do you think about that at all? Is it something you don't even concern yourself with?
Well, it's obviously something that us as his teammates, we want the best for Jacob. We want him to have that security, but I think he specifically has done a good job of not making it a distraction. I think it's between him and his people and the team. He's going to show up every day the same way he does. And we'll see how that all plays out. Those decisions are beyond me. But I will say that his teammates are behind him, and so we're excited for him. I think there's only good things coming for Jake.
How far away are you from free agency? You still got a ways to go, right?
Oh, let's see. I think I had my first year arbitration, so I got 2 more years arbitration than free agency.
Oh, okay. All right. So I don't have to worry about you for a while yet.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Keep me out of those talks for now.
Again, we're talking to Michael Conforto. Another guy, I tell you, another addition I really love, and this is a guy who would kill the Mets all the time, especially when he was in Washington, was Wilson Ramos. Getting him now as catcher. I mean, he's certainly a professional hitter, a guy that's got to stay healthy. How about the addition of him?
Oh, it's huge. A big bat behind the plate. Great guy as well. He was one of the first catchers that kind of greeted me when I came up to the big leagues. When we played the Nationals for one of my first series, and he's a huge guy. I mean, really, you don't realize how big he is
right.
until you meet him face to face. Big guy, but he's a great bat. He's a great catcher. I'm sure the pitchers will grow a relationship with him and enjoy throwing to him. I've only heard good things, so another guy that we're very excited about.
So what do you figure for Michael Conforto this year? Let's say 40 homers, about 110 RBIs.
I think I'll let you guys make the predictions. You guys can take care of that. Really for me, I just want to stay healthy. I want to play 155 plus games. I think last year kind of showed me that as long as you stay on the field, even if you're not feeling right, the numbers will be there. So I think I'm in a much better position than I was last year. I just got to stay on the field and do my thing and keep working hard, and everything will fall into place. Any
preference where you're hitting the lineup? Third, fourth, second, somewhere in that area? How about any preference?
You know what? I think anywhere the team needs me. I think Mickey's gonna make some great decisions. Based on the guys that we've brought in. We have a much deeper lineup this year, so I think that'll all shake out. Here soon. We'll get a better idea of that, but I'm open to anywhere. I think I'm going to be protected in a number of different places in the lineup this year. So we'll be just fine.
One more guy I want to throw at you before I let you go, and that's Rosario. We saw him really come on, really played just like you, a lot better in the second half of the season. I think he got a little more comfortable as the year went on. How about where he is right now?
I love where Rosie's at. I think people tend to forget how young he is. He's what is he, 23 years old? I think he's still very young. He's learning so much. He's got another great guy to kind of take him under his wing, and Robbie Cano and some other guys in this clubhouse. He does everything right. He works hard. He comes out every day and busts his butt. Plays the game the right way, and obviously he's blessed with great bat speed, great hands in the infield. Obviously, he's insanely fast. So he's got all the tools. I think he's got the right mindset. He's going to be a big player for us.
Michael, it's great having you on, man. Really appreciate you taking the time, and stay healthy. And I know I speak for all the Met fans when I say that we're looking forward to seeing you have a real big year this year from top to bottom.
I appreciate it, man. Let's go Mets.
All right, stay healthy, Michael.
All right, thank you.
All right, man. Michael Conforto of the Mets. 877-337-6666.